I don't know if anybody ever told y'all, but vampires are so real. Stay with me, though. Stay with me now. Vampires are not what you thinking. They're not blood sucking. They're not walking around here at night and trying to steal and feed on your blood. It's not nothing like that. Vampires steal your energy. You ever been around a person and y'all talking and y'all hanging out, and then when you leave that person, you feel so drained? Yeah, that's really a thing. When people comment on your energy, be aware of that. I get that a lot. People come around me, oh, your energy feels so good, like you just feel like a good person, and I just want to be around, I want to be in your energy. No, that's a sign. Red flag. People really will come around you to steal your energy to make them feel better about their self, about their life. I'm telling you, people will really get close to you just to steal your whole identity, your whole energy. You really have to be aware of that. And now that I told you that that's a thing, pay attention to how people move around you. Pay attention to how people act around you. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a victim to somebody stealing your energy.
Hey Rich Babes, it's Robyn Milan and welcome back to the channel where we do it the rich way, girl. We think rich, get rich, and stay rich. Now, it is the first of the month, October. We are doing a little something special, okay? Every video is going to carry a little October-y vibe, a little mystery, a little reflection, okay? And those deeper spiritual lessons that, you know, sometimes can feel a little spooky, but always just going to help us grow. Just think of it as, you know, little seasonal twist. Okay, so now let me ask you this. Have you ever walked away from a conversation or an interaction and felt completely drained? Like your spirit was heavy, or for just no reason at all? Like, that's not just being tired. That's what happens when you are dealing with an energy vampire. And if you don't learn how to protect your energy, you'll always feel like you're carrying weight that doesn't belong to you. So let's get right into it. Okay, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share, and I'll be back shortly.
A clear indicator that you're dealing with an energy eater, an energy vampire, a devil, a demon, a serpent, is notice how you feel when you leave their presence. Because one common thing I've noticed about dealing with these spirits and people, rather that's in a man, in a family member, in a coworker, in a homegirl, is every time you leave their presence, you tend to hyperfixate and overanalyze. Overanalyzing yourself, overanalyzing them, hyperfixating on what you said, what they said. You're just in your head about the interaction. And that's because when you are dealing with energy eaters, energy vampires, they are taking you out of your power. When you are in your power, when you are around people who empower you, you don't hyperfixate on your interaction because you don't have to. They make you feel validated in your ideas. You feel secure in your belief systems. You might leave these people feeling inspired. They give you a new idea. You feel empowered. You feel motivated. When you are around energy vampires, they are taking you out of your power. That is why you leave them second guessing yourself, especially when you are dealing with the spirit in a man. When you are dealing with a man who is draining your energy, he leaves you feeling insecure. You feel like you have to be your best at all times. You feel like you have to prove why you the baddest bitch and ain't no bitch fucking with you. Men who are draining your energy make you feel like you are in a constant state of comparison because they are taking your power. When you are in your power, again, you are the most secure version of yourself. You believe in yourself. You believe in the things you say. You know you're the baddest bitch. There is no competition because you only see you. If every time you leave that man, you are hyper fixating on your interaction, and I'm not talking about a good way, you're leaving feeling insecure about yourself, they're probably draining your energy.
Spirits that the people that was previously siphoning your energy and trying to feed off of you, and you finally cut them cords and walked away, now they feeding off your ghost. They're feeding off your absence. It's nothing. They literally feeding off a ghost. They feeding off of like the wind, like what was. You're in a whole nother place. When you are hanging around people who are energy vampires and suck up all of your emotional reserves, you will get fat. I don't believe in that happy weight rhetoric. It's bullshit. Let me tell you why. So in my first adult relationship, I had gained 70 plus pounds,
And when I think about it, we spent most of our time eating bad processed foods, laying up in bed, and me being the emotional dumping grounds to whatever was going on in his life at the time. As soon as I dropped him like a bad habit, the weight just fell off of me. Like, I was losing weight. I lost to 70 pounds in like 8 months' time. Fast forward about a year after that, I ended up coming back home due to COVID, and I got closer and resubmerged into friendships that were emotionally draining. Me and those homegirls spent most of our time gossiping. I was listening to their life problems. They were the complaining victim type of mindset people. I was basically their emotional dumping grounds, once again, playing therapist with no pay. Mind you, in the duration of those friendships, I was still actively going to the gym and eating right, but I was still gaining weight. I even influenced them to have and pick up healthier lifestyle habits, and they were losing weight just fine because they were constantly emotionally releasing onto me. And by comparison, I've been in a relationship for the last 3 years, and my person forces me to make healthier lifestyle decisions while also nourishing me in ways that don't even revolve around food. He nourishes my mind, my body, and my spirit. When I'm around him, instead of sitting around being gluttonous, he says, hey, you want to go out and have a walk? Or hey, you want to join me at the gym? And vice versa. And it's because we don't derive our pleasure solely from food. There is no need to pack weight, right? Because we are one another's release, and we find healthier ways to connect. See, when you become somebody's energy source, you then seek energy and comfort from food, because you need the emotional support that comes from eating. Remember, food is pleasure. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you start noticing that you are picking up weight that you cannot drop no matter what type of lifestyle changes you make, baby, you are probably in the midst of an energy vampire, and you need to open up your eyes and run away. You see how the light starts shining on me? Yeah, listen to the message.
I'm sure you all can agree with me on this. The most draining energy vampire type of person that you can come across, truly outside of a narcissist, is a person who lives in victim mindset. I've experienced this so much in my life, and I was never able to put my finger on it. People don't realize that when you live in victim mindset, you're naturally repelling people, whether you want to be aware of it or not, and whether the people around you are aware of it or not. When you live in victim mindset, you're basically telling people around you that I can't take accountability and I can't accept my reality. So rather than not accepting my reality, I'm going to let everybody around me think that I'm a victim and that everything that happened to me is the world's fault. Why would anybody want to be around that? Why would anybody feel inspired by being around that? Not only that, when you're around that type of person, it automatically brings your vibration down. Think about it. How many times have you been in a good mood and then you were around somebody who was always complaining about life and how everything happens to them and how everything that they ever want never happens for them and everything's happening against them? Notice how your energy changes around that person, because vibrationally, they're operating on such a low frequency that when you're around it, it naturally literally stunts your vibration. So know and understand, even if you do this, we all have moments where we might do this, and obviously it's a momentary thing and it might go away. But when you constantly live in victim mindset, you're basically telling everybody around you that you can't accept your reality. So rather than accepting it, I'm going to complain about it and I'm going to make everybody feel bad for me.
Some Black men don't date women. They drain them. They arrive empty, hungry, scouting for warmth. They have no intention of returning. Your softness becomes their meal, your ambition their crutch, your joy their fuel. They call it love, but it's closer to slow starvation. You're the generator. He's the blackout. Every argument, every I need you, another siphon. Watch your peace evaporate. Notice how your dreams shrink to fit his shadows. He will shapeshift into whatever you need, protector, victim, prophet, as long as the energy keeps flowing his way. Your healing becomes his entitlement. Your exhaustion is dismissed. Your boundaries are a joke. This isn't intimacy, it's extraction. He leaves women emptier than he found them, then blames them for running dry. The ultimate trick, he'll have you apologizing for his thirst. Call it what it is. If you're always tired, always explaining, always giving, you're not in a relationship. You're being devoured. The cure, cut the supply. Let him feed on his own emptiness.
Okay, so energy vampires don't always look like villains, Rich Babe. Sometimes they smile in your face. Sometimes they are your closest friends, your family members, and that coworker. Yes, even someone you love. They don't come with things or nothing. They come with consistent negativity, constant problems, or, constant drama. They're the people who call you only when they need something. They are the ones who leave you emotionally drained every single time. The truth is this: most energy vampires aren't even aware they're draining you, but the effect is so real. If you feel anxious before seeing someone, if you leave their presence feeling heavy, doubtful, or uninspired, like, that is clearly your sign. And here's the classic truth, babe. Protecting your energy is not rude. Protecting your energy is so necessary, okay?
Energy vampires, they know who they are. They know that they want to drain you of energy that you're not willing to give. Like, they see your body language, they feel the energy, and they don't give a fuck. They want to take your energy. That's why they're an energy vampire. I've had to learn to trust my intuition when I'm dealing with people, because people will wear a smile and the whole time they literally want to drain all the life out of you. People will look so kind and so giving and so nurturing, and the whole time you can see it in their eyes that they look at you like you're prey. And I found that it's hard to trust your intuition when you're not stable in your own goodness, in your own intention when it comes to how you treat people, because you'll always look at other people like, well, maybe they're just trying to, because that's how you see yourself. Am I trying to be a good person? Am I being rude? Did I say that wrong? Did I? Stop second guessing yourself and just accept that this is the way I need to move. This is how I want to operate in this moment. This is what I want to say. This is what I don't want to say. Because the more you second guess your own intentions and your own behavior, the more you second guess other people's intention and other people's behavior. And then you completely lose the fact that the energy that you're receiving from somebody is very wicked, very weird, very people can give you and send you very creepy, weird, malicious energy, and you're second guessing it so much because you don't want to mistakenly, label this person a bad person or mistakenly label them as having bad intentions. It's because you're scared that you have bad intentions. You're scared that you may come off wrong or people may misunderstand you, and it's just like, fuck it, what if people misunderstand you? Okay, be stable in yourself, be stable in your own perception so that you can identify these energy vampires, period.
Siphon their energy back. That's what it is. I've been sitting here and I realized, like, I've been telling these stories, and I still got stories to post, like, about my mother and my nephew and stuff like that, because, like, it was my other family members too, because I went back and lived with them, obviously. But God showed me that dream, and it was clearly that my nephew was about to be the one. Like, he was the one that was, like, slithering around the whole time, just really, like, watching me. And my mother even told me that, like, he's paying attention to you. He's watching you to see, like, how you respond. But he don't know that I'm just this net. People don't understand when I tell them that it's a duality with me. I can be very righteous, but just as disgusting as you want to get, siphon their energy back. I'm about to show this nigga. Cause I've been getting real pissed off, and I've been, like, really in my, like, real feelings to the point where it's really messing with my creativity. I haven't been able to, like, create, or I don't even feel abundant. I've been in here like, God, like, this don't even make no sense. Like, I hear God say things, but then it's like my reality is just not looking like it, and I don't even feel, I wasn't feeling like, myself. So I just sat here and prayed, and I just put salt in front of his door. Baby, let me tell you something. I do not do witchcraft, but what I do if it is, okay, maybe it's not witchcraft. I'm not going to manipulate energies. I'm going to checkmate his ass.
Listen, Rich Babe, I had to learn this lesson for myself. For years, I thought I was helping people by constantly being available, by pouring out my time, my patience, my love. But what I didn't realize is that every time I overextended, I left less for myself. So here's how you protect your energy and do it the rich way. First is pay attention to your feelings. Your spirit never lies. Second is stop over explaining yourself. A polite no is still a full sentence, okay? And thirdly is set boundaries that honor your peace. Don't feel guilty for keeping them. And yes, girl, yes. People call you distant, cold, or selfish. Let them. That's because they were used to the old version of you that gave them unlimited access. But your peace is priceless, babe. Too valuable to keep discounting. So here's the truth. The more you protect your energy, the more space you create for success, love, joy, and purpose to flow into your life. You can't elevate while people are secretly draining your power. So I want you to ask yourself tonight, who in my life is leaving me empty? Who do I need to distance from so I can finally glow? Because at the end of the day, the woman you're becoming cannot afford to run on empty. And if this message resonates with you, I want you to drop a little pumpkin in the comments. Let me know if you're choosing yourself, your glow, and your peace from this day forward. Because, Rich Babe, the only way to protect yourself, to protect your light, is to guide it. And once you do, you'll discover just how powerful and radiant and unstoppable you truly are. I'll see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Until next time, Rich Babes, stay rich. Love you.